Well, hello. Peter Fitzgerald here with a Dave's Gone By special. You know, I just love the theater. When I was growing up in Kenosha, Wisconsin, I would have gone completely bonkers if I didn't have an outlet for my special needs. That's right. I was a special needs child. Only my special needs required 3 safety pins, a tube of Vagisil, and a hairbrush. Anyway, my parents were strict Baptists. My 2 brothers were on the football team Wedgie Patrol, and I thought my older sister would understand because she's boy crazy. After all, if she was, why couldn't I be too? But no, poor Peter had to go it all alone, with no one to talk to but Irma, my goldfish, and Joe, my G.I. Joe. But then when I was 12 years old, a summer tour of the King and I came to the Kenosha Performing Arts Center and Beer Hall. I'll never forget seeing Joey Bishop play the King of Siam opposite Vivian Banks as Anna. And then later, that same summer, West Side Story, with the Osmond family as the Sharks and the Jacksons as the Jets. When I saw Tito swinging his big knife, I knew I was hooked. I begged my parents for every cast album I could get, and I saved my allowance for a subscription to the Irving and Sadie Feinberg Community Theater in Waukegan, where I saw Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, My Fair Lady, and Give 'Em Hell Harry, all starring, well, Sadie Feinberg. But the point is, I found something in musical theater that I couldn't find in school, in church, at the mall, or even at the movies. I found heaven, or more specifically, angels, usually in the shape of chorus boys and muscle shirts and tight, shiny pants. I've been a musical buff ever since, and I'm not a snob about it either. Sure, I'd love to see Patti LuPone do Follies, but I'd watch Patti LaBelle do Starlight Express. Do I have a gay sensibility? Oh, gee, is the Pope senile? Of course, I'm a flaming queen, and that influences my taste. Not to mention who I'm tasting. Wiggle, wiggle! But I follow Broadway the way a fancy boy follows a sailor into the pump room. I've seen every show at least twice, and when The Boy from Oz was playing, I begged the ushers to let me keep a futon in the lobby. Now, my all-time favorite show is La Cage, of course, and I'm so excited to see that back on Broadway. But I like the older shows, too, and I most enjoyed seeing the new Fiddler on the Roof they've got playing at the Minskoff, with that chunky little sweetie, Alfred Molina, playing Tevye. Now, let's be honest. When you first heard they were bringing back Fiddler, was Alfred Molina your choice to play an Orthodox Jewish milkman? I think not. I mean, really, was Mandy Patinkin too busy having one of his nervous breakdowns to audition? And what about Jerry Stiller? I mean, his picture's in the Wikipedia under Angry Downtrodden Jew. But no, they went with Molina, and he's done a fine job. For a hetero. But now he's leaving the show, and taking his place as Tevye is the one and only Harvey Fierstein. Yes, the Harvey Fierstein from Torch Song Trilogy and Hairspray. Because, let's face it, when I think of an impoverished Russian husband with 5 unmarried daughters, I think man who dresses in drag and has butt sex. But what can I say? I think the producers of Fiddler on the Roof are so brave for casting Harvey Fierstein in their little revival. I can't wait to see it. Actually, I have to wait to see it. He doesn't start until January. But we can get a little preview, or pre-Jew, because Harvey is here with me in the studio for an exclusive one-on-one. Woo! Welcome, Harvey, and tell me, how did you go from the barricades of Stonewall to the little village of Anatevka?
Oh, Peter, I love your name, and I thank you for having me.
I wish.
Well, I think I proved everything I needed to prove as a gay performer. I did torch song, I've done drag, I've done regular cabaret, and then a big Broadway musical like Hairspray.
And might I say you were divine? Oh, little pun there.
Oh, that's very good, Peter. Yes, I was playing the divine role, of course. but I did it my way, the Harvey way, as the song goes in La Cage aux Folles.
Which you wrote.
Yes, which I wrote with the great Jerry Herman. I am what I am.
Isn't that Popeye?
No, he's I am what I am. It's a yam reference.
Like Karen Finley.
Well, if Karen Finley were a gay man, yes.
Are you saying Popeye's gay? I thought his yam was dipped in olive oil, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Popeye totally swung both ways. Why do you think he ate entire cans of spinach in one gulp? Practice.
Oh my, hose me down.
My hose is ready.
Stop that. For now. Say, have they picked a Golda yet?
Well, we did have casting offers out to Mario Cantone and Sherman Hemsley, but so far nothing definite. We are hoping to get the 5 Queer Eye guys to be the dancing Russians.
Oh, still my beating heart.
Yes, they've already given us amazing advice on changing the costumes and decor.
So Tevye no longer wears peasant garments?
Ah, no. Who wants to see rags when you're paying $100 a ticket? He won't be in Armani, but Jesus, he can still dress with a little flair.
He still has to wear the beanie, though, right?
Only in the Sabbath scene. The rest of the time, he wears this darling sailor's cap, and his talus has a big rainbow Star of David.
Oh, will those be available in the gift shop?
Absolutely, along with a full set of Shabbos candles designed by Isaac Mizrahi and programmed to vibrate as soon as the sun goes down.
Or the daughter goes down, depending on your preference. Wiggle, wiggle! But seriously, Harvey, Fiddler on the Roof, of all shows.
Look, Peter, I'm middle-aged, I'm Jewish, I know from impression and disappointment
and ointment,
and I've proved I can go on a Broadway stage and be a musical theater star.
But Harvey, those songs, Sunrise, Sunset, Tradition, To Life, L'Chaim,
Gesundheit.
With all due respect, your singing voice isn't so much Mandy Patinkin as Luba Potemkin.
Look, Tevye is not an opera singer. He's a horsewhipped Jew in a shtetl, pushing his milk cart through dirt and dust and snow. Why expect him to sing like Curly in Oklahoma?
But you sing more like Curly in the Three Stooges.
Well, Peter, what can I say? Isn't the idea to leave them wanting more?
Oh, you punster, you. But seriously, are you going to be changing anything or reworking Fiddler to fit your image?
Oh, yes. Tevye just wouldn't be me if I didn't make him my own special creation. That's why some of the song lyrics are going to change, specifically to reflect Tevye's ambiguous sexuality.
Ambiguous? He had 5 brats with Golda. I don't see anything ambiguous about that.
Oh, please. He's been married to that shrew for 25 years. He supposes he loves her. What does that mean? I suppose he loves Laser the Butcher a lot more, if you get my drift.
I see your drift, and you can plow it into me. Wiggle, wiggle!
And the songs in the show, those wonderful songs. They need to express the gay side of Tevye, the Fiddler on the Roof, if you will.
Would you give us a sample?
Would I? Would I?
Hair lip, hair lip.
I would be so thrilled. For example, the show still opens with Tradition. Only here, the boys prepare to do the housekeeping and marry each other, while the girls sit home and study Torah.
Very post-Yentl.
Oh, it's a total homage to Barbara and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, what about Sunrise, Sunset? Such a gorgeous ballad.
Yes, we've changed the lyrics on that one. Now it goes, is this the little boy I married? Spreading his buttocks when we play. I still remember when he told me he was gay. Some guys I've met quickly try their rears. Semen in puddles on the mattress, smelling like happiness and queers. See, it's just a slight shift in tone.
I see that. Any other examples?
If I were a straight man, boogie, oogie, oogie, boogie, woogie, oogie, oogie, ooh. All day long I'd rule the freaking world if I were a breeding man. Hey, wouldn't have to jerk hard. Oogie, 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 well, you get the idea. And sometimes we don't change the lyrics, just the emphasis, like in To Knife. And if good fortune never comes, here's to whatever comes. Do you see, it's subtle.
Ooh, I'll take 2 quarts of that milk, Tevye.
Well, you can biddy my bum anytime, Peter.
Wiggle, wiggle. Do the Jews still leave Anatevka at the end?
Oh yes, it's very sad. The Russians give them that terrible pogrom, which in this version contains explicit scenes of gay sodomy. And then, at the finale, all the Jews must leave their homeland. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a pot, a pan, a broom, a hat, a stick of wood, a piece of cloth. These are the things found in my ass.
Well, I am so looking forward to seeing you in Fiddler. It sounds just fabulous.
Oh, it will be. Get ready, Broadway. It's time for Fiddler on the POUF.
On the Great White Gay. Well, this is Peter Fitzgerald reminding everyone to catch the beloved Harvey Fierstein, the biggest thing on Broadway.
Oh, keep spreading that rumor.
Can I spread something else?
Oh, sing it, Peter. Do you love me?
Do I what?
I just want to be loved. Is that so wrong? Do you love me?
Do I love you? Yes. After 25 years, it's
nice
to
blow.